Morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today I wanted to go over the Tome of the Lost Legion. Now this is a farm from quite a while back, and basically it's a Warlock specific farm. Now judging by this, what you'll be wanting to do is get on your Warlock and head all the way over to the Isle of Thunder. Now, already I see. Now, what you'll be wanting to do then is by killing the rares. We have one, for instance, here. All you have to do is pretty much kill it and then loot it, and that's basically what you'll be doing. You'll be getting a hold of the sealed tome of the Lost Legion. Now, what you can do, however, is you can use a macro. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm going to be posting that in the announcements on the Discord and also in the description of this video. I will remember this time. And basically what you'll be wanting to do is press the macro, and it will put all of the rare spawns locations on the map for you in order to go to and do that. So what did we get out of a week's worth of doing this? Now, for obvious reasons, I started this about a week ago, as I like to do casual farms like this. So for obvious reasons, if you're on my Patreon, I already tell you what I'm going to be doing like a week in advance. So yeah, other than that, we go into here. We have 3 of them here, and then one of them I sent over to Zathrash because I got like 2 in 1 root lap, so to speak. So basically, it's a unique item. That's why I had to either save it to my guild bank or to a mailbox. So hence why there's one over in Zathrash right there on the screen. I sent it over to him while I was actually doing that because I had already used my guild chest. So we have 4 of these within a week, and they're currently valued at 9,999 gold, or 10,000 gold. So basically that's the min buyout. The market value is 12,056 gold, and the region market value average is at 22,792 gold. This is a great casual farm, and pretty much what we're going to be doing now is we're going to actually do a lap of this to see if we can get another one, get our number 5. So pretty much I've done this probably about on average probably about 2 or 3 laps a day, and it doesn't really take that long. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put up a timer right now, and we're going to actually count how many times or how long it takes to do a lap each day, and then you guys can make your own decisions. So the first spawn location is just over here to the right, and he will spawn right about where this cauldron is right there. He'll be over here. Obviously he seems to be dead, so that means all we got to do is we've got to start making our way over to the other one. So we'll just put ourselves on auto run quickly, and we can then go over all of that. So this is a unique item in order for warlocks to learn basically the Fellfire type thing. Basically it's to get like a nice little cool animations when it comes towards your warlock. So instead of like pure fire, you're using pure like Fellfire. So it's just a nice little thing for appearance wise, but it actually sells relatively well and actually produces you a decent amount of gold overall. Now, obvious reasons, warlock only farm, so you have to be a warlock, and you have to be able to get towards the Isle of Thunder. So what you'll be wanting to do here is just make your way over, all the way over to the bottom part of the map. So Tom over here, we're just going to head our way over there. So what we'll do is we're just going to run past all of these guys. They're not really worth that much. PS, just a little side note, these Mogu drop some really nice transmog items, so it's well, so if you actually wanted to do a alternate transmog farm, you can kill these Mogu on the island as well, and they have a chance of dropping some really unique and awesome transmog items, just as we're running around right now. So what we'll be wanting to do is go over to the shoreline where the Alliance base is. There's 2 rare, there is 1 rare in each side. So if you're Horde, there's a rare right there, we just went there, and if you are Alliance, there is obviously the one that we're heading over to now, because obviously you can see the Alliance ships in the background, so to speak. And what you'll be wanting to do is making sure that they're up. Now these rares can actually come up as a star on your minimap, so it's pretty easy to see if they're up or not. So we can see that the one that we're looking for here is not killed yet, but the one over here called Rasha is actually up. Now he is actually in a cave, and most people actually skip him because he's in a cave. And yeah, I've actually tended to notice this when you're actually doing this farm. So what I'll probably be doing here is I actually run around the little coastline bit, I dismount, and then we can head in. Now I always put on my speed boost ability just because I want to, and it just kills some time. All I gotta do is then loot him, and you have a chance of getting the big bag of Zandalari supplies and the small bag of Zandalari supplies. This gives you like loads of random stuff you can actually sell, and overall we actually got a epic BOE item, and it has a pretty decent sell rate for transmog. It's 0.05. That's actually pretty awesome. And a min buyout of 1,200 gold. That's okay, I guess. But other than that, we can then have a look at all of the other little bits that we can actually get a hold of. So we'll close down all of that. That's definitely going to get vended. So we'll just sort that out right there, and then we'll just close all of this down over here. So what we'll be wanting to do now is we'll be heading over towards the Sunblade Micro Defender dude. No, not the Sunblade Micro Defender dude. That one is for Sunwell. This is the other one for the Sun Reaver Micro Sentry battle pet. Yes, there is a rare that actually drops a battle pet here, and he is roughly located about here, or basically it will be on the map right now for the TomTom waypoint, but basically he'll be running around this area here, and he has a chance of dropping a nice battle pet. Now throughout the week I've actually managed to get a hold of 3 of these. Now the min buyout for me is about 395 gold, or a market value of 502 gold, but the region market value average is around about 2,507 gold. So it's a nice little uptick, even if you don't get your Tome of the Lost Legion like straight up. So it's something you may want to consider going forward. So now it's time to go over to our turtle boss. Now this one actually tends to be up quite a bit, as well, a lot of these rares don't actually get farmed all that much unless you're actually a warlock trying to run around the area. So my actual system towards this was rares take a long time to actually spawn. So I was thinking, well, if I just do it in a casual way, like just run around like every day I get back from work, or every day I just like wake up or something along to that effect, I could actually see if the rares are up, and I don't have to waste like an hour running around waiting for them to respawn, because their respawn rates will be quite high, because they're, well, will be a little bit longer than most mobs, and that is because they're rares. So my idea for this was to pretty much just have a look at all this. So the rare that we're looking at right now usually spawns around about this set area here where we are now. He isn't up, but the other one, Molthor, is actually up. So what we're going to be wanting to do is we're going to run around and we're going to go up and kill him. So for obvious reasons, if you are wanting to farm up all of these rares, it's pretty dead simple. It's running around the coastline really when it comes towards farming up the actual battle pets, and well, farming up the sealed Tome of the Lost Legion. So what we're doing now is we'll just go over to this guy and we're just going to nuke him, and then we're going to loot, and no, we didn't actually get it. So that being the case, it's a nice little route. It doesn't actually take us all that long. It's taken us, we're nearly back to where we actually started, and pretty much let's just have a gander at this and we'll make it over. So it really isn't like a 5-minute farm, so to speak. It's more along the lines of like a, how would you say, a standard farm. Also, if you have the chance and Nalak is up, you have a daily chance of getting the Reigns of the Thundering Cobalt Cloud Serpent, and we haven't actually tried that today, so we're actually going to do that, and if I can actually get that on the thing, that would be awesome. But I think that's going to be a bit doubtful when it comes to all of that jazz. So we're just going to make sure he dies. Do we get anything? No, we did not. We actually got a Jackal. So that being the case, not the end of the world, but it's been 7 attempts. So it has been 7 days of farming up this thing, and we've actually managed to get 4 sealed Tome of the Lost Legions for spending roughly around about 7 minutes for a lap. So yeah, 7-minute lap and that is basically just logging on once a day for 7 minutes, running around the island, seeing if the rares are up, and then logging off. It really wasn't that time intensive or actually putting in that amount of time towards this. It was basically very casual. If I had like a spare 10 minutes, so to speak, I'd run around the island and see. And in 7 days we've managed to get 4 of these. So going by the lowest estimate, which is 10,000 gold, we've managed to get 40,000 gold worth of farming for basically the week. For 7 minutes a day, we've managed to get 40,000 gold worth of the sealed tome of Lost Legion. And that is a nice little appearance thing that we can actually make some gold on. So basically I wanted to showcase this farm because it's still a very viable farm, and obviously I know a lot of YouTubers have actually made a video on this, but I wanted to actually test it out on a casual basis instead of more or less just farming it up straight up. So I think that the casual route towards this farm specifically is probably the best way of going about it, and that is due to the fact that if you just log on once a day, see if it's up, you have a chance of getting it, and you're not spending huge amounts of time for an item. So it's just being more effective with your time, so to speak. So other than that, do I think that this was worth it? Yeah, 40,000 gold for spending 7 minutes a day running around, I'm okay with that. That's pretty damn good. The best times that I've actually found for farming this is basically, if you can get up in the morning, is before 6 o'clock in the morning, and in the evening it's usually around about anywhere past 7 o'clock. That is mainly because people start raiding after that, and they're not out in the real world, in the open world, actually farming these things up. So that's the best times I've found for farming this actual sealed tome of Lost Legion up. And alongside that, I found that this is probably one of my most favourite farms to date, and I'm going to basically say that it's definitely well worth recommended to actually go ahead and try and get a hold of. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for the day. Take it easy, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.